Hello everyone. Hey, you're watching Messages from Above and Beyond with Donna Rurak. I'm again here at my home location in Yorkton, Saskatchewan, and I've been doing a little bit more Reiki for everybody out there. Number one, it makes me feel better, of course, and of course I know that I'm doing good and helping other people too. The angle's really crazy and really funky and I'm not happy with it, so I want to adjust this. But then I've got bright light behind me and beside me. It's what it is. So what I want to do today is just to really remind people to be really kind to each other. And sometimes that is also to just being kind to yourself, recognizing when your limits or when you're done with certain things. And you know, it's been a really hard time for me lately, and I've really been reaching out in so many different directions. A lot of blowback, a lot of people ridiculing, and just, you know, like my progresses have been really, really important to me. And so one of the things that was kept on coming up for me is, you know what, just beat your own drum and, you know, just do your own do and keep doing your do. And so all of you out there watching, a little bit of that for you. Just keep doing your do, keep being yourself, just keep being. And, you know, and sometimes it's not going to be liked by everybody anymore, or maybe it never was, but you are who you are, and you are going to either grow or you're going to just be left in the dust, I guess. That's one of the analogies that came up. And I got left in the dust a lot. I got left in the dust for so many things. I was just like, you know, that's okay, because I like the dust. In the dust I can grow. I have nutrients. I have the mud that the lotus bloomed from. And so looking at those reflections, and it's just been a little bit of a tough time. You know, I'm the one that reaches out to so many people. I'm the one that gives, and that's who I am. That's my character. And lovingly and wantingly, you know, some of that reciprocation, I was, you know, always saying to people, well, I've been giving. Where is it to me? And I was really focused on, hey, I hadn't received. I hadn't been perceiving it the way that actually what I had been getting. So I see the lessons and I see what I've been given. And I'm like, oh, all that dirt, all that stuff, you helped me grow. Thank you. And, you know, with all of those things, having gratitude for what's around you. And so I want us to reflect in today. And this meditation I want to do with you is just, I want you to just enjoy and not think about what's going on around you, and not be focused on what you have to do or what you should have done or what you need to be going to do in the future. But all I want you to do is just want to sit down, and I want you to relax. And I'm going to be sending you some distant Reiki at the same time that I'm doing this meditation. So I just want you to settle in and get all cozy, and I hope that you can find a cozy spot in your home, quiet if preferred, nice soft music, and maybe even put your favorite scent, your favorite kind of essential oil, anything that kind of makes you feel soothing or soothed, and just relax. So once you find that, I want you to take a breath in and then let it out slowly. Just relaxing and just being present. Any aches and any pains, we're not going to focus on moving them away. We're just going to say, hey, I see you. I know you're there. And whatever that is, that's okay. Just be in that for that moment. Take a nice breath in and breathing out slowly, just letting it fall away. Feel your shoulders dropping down. I want you to imagine and feel the sensation of the Reiki energy, which I'm sending to everyone. I want you to imagine that it's just trickling down your head, over your head, and this wonderful healing energy for everyone out there watching. You are worthy of receiving this. Feel that energy slowly go over your head. Some may feel kind of like a prickling or like a tingling. That's a great feeling. It's almost as if I've got my hands on top of your head, on your crown chakra. I want you to see or imagine or perceive that you have this beautiful purpley white little orb. And it starts off really tiny, maybe the size of an eraser. on the end of your pencil. And then I want you to see it going bigger and bigger. And as it's getting bigger, you see some beautiful petals unfolding from that crown. And it's widening, and the energy is pouring all the way down to your spine. Going deeper, all the way from your head, all the way down into the bones, deep into your soul, into your core. I want you just to relax in the energies and the soothing, warm and tingling. The energy is enlivening all of your cells within. But what we're doing is we're connecting to the divine source, God energy. As it's filtering down into our soul, all our cellular level, it's connecting to your highest power, your higher power. And again, God, source, goddess, Buddha, whatever it is for you, connecting you deeper and deeper. Know that you are a miracle and that you are worthy and you are empowering. You are empowered and you are still, but you are fluid and you just are. And that wonderful feeling, that sensation, there are shifts going on in the body, almost like a tide sneaking onto the shore and brushing through you. That wave rocking every molecule and knocking stress, anxieties, sadness away, relieving you of pain and heartache and loss. Just ride the wave. Stay in the wave. This energy flows all the way around you. And I want you to imagine it in colors of light blue, in pinks and soft purples, maybe soft greens. Feel that energy flowing through you. With each color, how is it affecting you? It can be opaly, kind of pinky, pearly, all of those different colors. Just let it flow through you. Gently, just knocking things that aren't important out of the way. Or maybe what you don't need to be important anymore out of the way. Just slowly letting it go. And with each wave of energy coming at you, instead of embracing for impact, how about you just flow back with it? So it gives and it pulls away. Just kind of ebb and flow in that wave now. If you feel nauseous at any time, imagine or perceive that your energy is completely solid. As well, you are grounded and rooted deeply into the earth. And just imagine it then more like a breeze on your face. And just softly flowing over your body and clearing through your body. Now we're going to reach into the third eye. this is typically a more purple to purple blue, indigo shade. And this sometimes can feel like a pressure right here on this area. Just imagine that it's soothed away. That breath, that air just flowing away over your crown and then onto the third eye, just whoosh. Softly and kindly. Imagine or perceive the colors maybe getting brighter or even deeper. And from this color, let's try to imagine what tomorrow will bring for you with a hopeful heart. And the first thoughts that pop in, I want you to maybe take note of those for later. If they're uncomfortable, let's just stretch our neck a little bit and just relax. Sink in just a little bit deeper. You're going to see me disappear here a little bit. And let that energy onto your third eye just really, really allow you to know, to see, to maybe recall old memories that you were uncomfortable with from a new light. Relaxing and soothing. Jewel's coming to join us. Going to check on me. Oh yeah. Here she's going to check. Oh. Kisses. Boops. Oh, this is for the TV show. Yay. Let that third eye be widened, opening. Let yourselves enjoy the sensations. Now, some of you may have uncomfort or it may feel tight as this third eye opens. What I want you to do is allow your connection to Archangel Michael. If you can allow that energy to cut the cords of fears and doubts for you. Yeah. Release all those things that no longer serve. And trust in the divine, that connection, that love. Listen to Jewel's purr. And as Archangel Michael cuts these cords of uncomfort, of fear, and he's got this beautiful protection energy all the way around you, allowing you to expand that third eye vision safely and truthfully. Let yourself be perceived by all those beings out there so you can connect and contact them through truth and through love. And now we're going to move on to that throat chakra, where we can speak our truth out of love and kindness. Feel it tingle and warm. And that lotus flower, that white purple, still widening, being protected by angels. God, Source, all of those connections still as you lovingly communicate to others, as you intuitively listen from your third eye. Speak your truth. Be your truth. Open that throat chakra. Lovingly sing your songs. Purr like the kitty cats. Open that up wide. And trust in the words that you must speak as they come from heart center, your heart center. And we're going to move now to that heart center. As lately we've been feeling lots and lots of loss here. And the reason we're feeling loss is because maybe we weren't really working from heart center before. Or maybe others weren't working from their heart centers. And they were working from ego, id. Beautiful green light entering into your hearts, being loved and being cherished. Feel that 6-petaled flower opening and being safe and protected, cherished, and trust in our faith, our connection to, again, Source, God, Goddess, Buddha, Father Sky, all and the above. Feel that connection and trust that your heart will be protected because we are beautiful beings of heart space. Big, big happy sighs. Allow that love in. Allow that green light to flow through all of your being. And just be that being. Now allow that green light to flow outward at the same time as it flows inward. The give and the take, the receive and the perceive, I keep hearing. And that's okay. Receive and the give, the back and the forth. More so of just a continuous flow now in that heart chakra. Ooh, big yawn from me, big release. Let that love out, let that love in. And now we're going to work from the solar plexus. We're going to work on that solar plexus, that big yellow light, just in that diaphragm, that squishy spot. We all know where it is, that little squish. Feel that loving energy. Oh, Jewel, just reaching out for me, giving me love. I just tip this down just a little. Nope, can't see her. But there she is. Oh, there she is. Yeah, right there in the solar plexus. Being loved. Listening to that purr. Good stuff, everyone. Feel that energy in your solar plexus, just lighting up your whole body and feeling completely connected, completely worthy, feeling empowered and being empowering for others. Some gurgles and burbles. Maybe some of you will have a little gassy bubble kind of let go. There you go. We're going to move on to the navel, into your belly button. Big yawn. Oh my goodness. This is about nurturing and about being nurtured. Big breath in and breathing out. This is where we are being nurtured and mothered and cared for, but also where we are doing artful expression, creations. Sometimes we have indigestion. We'll hold a lot of weight in this area, or we struggle with losing the weight. And it's because we feel that maybe we won't be loved, or maybe we don't know how to be loved. And that'll be stuck in this navel area. So lots of women and men hold weight in that midsection here. And we haven't expressed or haven't been able to express how to be loved here, or how to be loved properly here. So I want you to reflect inward, a big piece today of how do you want to be nurtured? What is it that you feel that you haven't been nurtured in? And we're going to connect to the divine with that energy. We're going to let them show us how we have been connected and who has been connecting to us, who has been genuine. Because you'll sometimes feel or talk about somebody and you just get that gurgle or that feeling sick to your stomach, and you feel just a rock. That's probably because they're taking or they've not been able to love you and nurture you. And what we're going to do is ask Archangel Michael to clear those cords today for all of us. And sometimes we get the thoughts or feelings of not being enough. And I want you to embrace that you are enough. And sometimes that goes into that solar plexus and saying, yes, I am confident, I am wonderful. But I want you to settle that back into the nurturing. Yes, I deserve to be loved this way. I deserve to be cared for. And it's good. And just sit in that beautiful orange little bubble into the navel area. And feel like getting stronger and stronger for yourself. Feel you really enjoying that sensation. And we'll move on to the root as well. Into your root center, in that personal area of all, both men, women, we're going to imagine or see this big red ball of light there. Just that big, huge ball of light. And changing to the best, brightest red that you like, the color that you enjoy the most. This is where we feel absolute connection, where we feel comfortable, where we feel cozy in a relationship or a dynamic, and we feel valued here. And yes, there may be passions, but we also feel secure there. We feel good and rooted and solid. Imagine that red ball just reaching all the way through you so that you can learn to trust, that you can feel secure and know that you are worthy of feeling that good, solid connection. What are you watching, Jewel? Who are you seeing behind me? Yeah? Know that we are worthy of having financial things. Know that we will have them again. Trust that the world will settle. It's different. It's going to be new and unique. But learn to trust again. She's vortexing. Aren't you? That beautiful red ball. Understand whose truth there for you. That person that lights that fire for you. But first, I want you to see that yourself. Know that you have the ability to honor that root itself. Connecting and feeling good about you, person you are or the person you have become. I want you to feel good about that. Feel the bliss in that root energy. And watch that ball of light just flow and grow. See it getting bigger and bigger. And now, as that ball of red light is getting bigger and bigger, your crown chakra is wider and wider at the same time, reaching outwards into the whole universe, that universal flow. Now from your legs, deep into the earth, into her core, that red molten ball of light, that lava, that creation, that cleansing fires. Know that connection, as well as reaching out and upward into the heavens from your crown. And I want those energies to meet into that solar plexus. Feel that strength and know your purpose. Know what your day will feel like today. Enjoy those energies. Breathing deeply into that solar plexus. As you are connected below, you are connected above. And again, your belief, your source, God, whatever it is for you. See yourself and empower yourself with goals and inspirations, things that you want to achieve, things that you would love to do. See yourself accomplishing those and watch it unfold in your daily life. Now taking a breath in and softening your breath on the out. Relaxing. I want you to come back softly. And all of those chakras are going to close just a little bit to protect themselves. But they should be balanced. This should be flowing really good now. Let the light, the white energy flow over your head, all the way through you, and wash all the way past your toes, cleansing and clearing, shaking off the dust, shaking out the dirt. A big breath in and a slow release. And maybe a yawn, as I did. Breaking up energy that was stuck. Breathing in through the nose and softly sighing it out. Now all your chakras should have been closed down just a little bit, and your crown should still be open, and your root, that red ball of light, will still be connecting to the earth. You'll still be grounded. And in fact now, about a foot away from your feet, into the earth, imagine this black colored chakra. It's solid, it's firm, it's grounding you back into your body, connecting you back to present time, connecting you back into your present enlightened soul that you are, feeling solid, feeling empowered, and feeling at peace. And may you go about your day feeling balanced. You can stretch, yawn, oh my, so much yawning, reach up and reach out, and push down the energy. Oh, even Jewel yawned. And then open your eyes. Thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to be doing a little bit of some card reading for the next half an hour. I'll be doing some pulling of some cards here. Just feeling a whimsy and pull. So now that I've been balanced, there's some people out there, we've been having some struggles and having some different difficulties. Just going to adjust, sorry everybody. And Jewel, oh, so sorry. So I'm going to be pulling some cards. The first one, I'm going to pull out a card here. Uh-oh. I've misplaced them. I got to get a cards. Be right back, everyone. It's going to be funny and goofy. That's how it is. I'm back. I'm just being a goofball. You can keep this in or edit it out. It's okay, Cole. It's funny. Okay. So, and I'm talking to Cole because he's from Access Television that he's taking this for. Yay, Access! Thank you! I am so honored and so grateful and thankful for these episodes that I can tape and I can record. And now everyone out there can see all of the things that I do and my quirkiness and all of those things. But anyway, so I grabbed some cards, and it's the Life Purpose Oracle cards that I want to do. Jewel hair. And the reason I want to do these is just because we've got some imbalances or some things going on. And I first want to pull a card for everyone out there, and I want to talk about the crown chakra. And the crown chakra, of course, our faith, our connection, and how we view those things. And a lot of that has been old programs. And things have really changed over the last few years. But definitely, I'm going to pull a card for everyone out there watching. And some things that are coming up. And so this card is for the crown chakra. Ah, fun. So I actually got two things, okay? Number one, this is a huge reason why we're maybe feeling blocked. And it's upside down, and it's the family card. Now, families put our family unit, or what our family unit would have been. Maybe it's a mom and a dad, or maybe it's two moms or two dads, or maybe it's, just a single mom. Maybe it's a single dad. Maybe it was back and forth. Maybe it was divorced parents and then a new mom and a new dad and all these things different back and forth. So that's a major reason why we actually have problems or uncomfort sometimes in our crown chakra. And of course, with that, now the card that was pulled forward to balance it is about flowers. Now, flowers, they have this amazing ability, and we can visualize that lotus. We can visualize a white flower opening. And I was gifted some beautiful white mums from my friend. Oh, thank you so much, Angela. She really does know me, deeply knows me, and it's so apparent, in a lot of the things she does. And we express back and forth. And a couple of my other friends, they just feel me out. They know when something's up, and they just reach out. Another few were my two sisters, or three sisters, mostly, that reach out to me, and it's just like, wow, I'm so blessed. Anyway, so the flowers. Now, if we can just kind of imagine, or we can kind of envision a white, beautiful flower, usually in that time or in that crown area. What that does is it just kind of gives us a visualization. And if we can imagine that it started off as a bud and then it starts blossoming out. Now, a lot of our belief systems get tainted or damaged because of old family values and maybe not having good family values, or our perceptions on those family values have changed, and that's good. What was important maybe doesn't hold, or maybe it is more important now, and maybe that's a good thing. And also, too, our faith is basically how we were raised for the most part. There's lots of people now in this day, and I say in this day, in 2020, lots and lots of parents, they are choosing to let their children find their own faiths. And of course, this can be sometimes confusing, or they don't even know what a faith is. And so that's awesome, but it's giving them that choice. It's giving them that freedom instead of having such a ingrained, your guilty feelings come from, sometimes doing things wrong, or you're going to be judged because of some of those faiths. And so what I'm inviting you with the angels for this next little while is just to imagine, if you can, any of your favorite white flowers, and just see them blossoming and connecting to whatever faith you have, and see if that's the right faith or the right fit for you. Now, sometimes we have questions, and questions of how that faith is, and we're like, that doesn't, I've got questions. Questions are good. Questions mean we're growing. Questions mean that we are exploring, and this is a wonderful thing. So reach out and allow that energy of that flower. Now, when we look at what empowers the flower in actual life, is, the nutrients, the ground that it's planted in, or the water that it's sitting in if it's cut flowers. Now, are you checking the water daily? Are you giving it nourishment? Are you tending to the foliage that is dropping off? Are you just letting it sit there? Are you just, nurturing your faith every day? Tapping in and connecting. And that's what's going to help you with that. Okay, everybody? Just a little bit of some insight there. So I'm going to just put those cards back in because they can sometimes pop up again. And then next is our third eye. What is helpful for our third eye? And maybe where is it that most of us are being blocked on this third eye? So we're going to pull the cards after I shuffle them. Nothing wants to fly out, so I might just have to, there we go. Wonderful. Oh, so cool. Okay, so 2 cards. And for the third eye, crystals and energy healing. Absolutely amazing to get that third eye open. Absolutely. Those are 2 of my very favorite things to help people with their third eye. Of course, your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. And then your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. In our third eye, when we want to open that up, these are 2 very, very important things, and 2 really quick ways to get you into an alignment so that you can actually, pardon me, that cat hair is tickling me, you can actually really be more in tune and more clear on your intuitions as well, and on those connections to spirit and source. So how beautiful is that? Definitely crystals. Some of the crystals for this third eye, you see that it's really purple. Amethyst is a great one because it's soothing and it's relaxing as it's opening up that third eye as well. I find it helpful. Another really, really powerful one is lapis lazuli to really, really open up for intuitions and insights. Some people are good with moonstone. I find a lot of men are good with the creamy moonstone, and women more of the rainbow moonstone. But that's just some of the people that I've come across in the few years that I've been doing Reiki. Something else too for your third eye is an iolite. It's a beautiful deep blue, and again that kind of indigo blue, and that is really gentle as well as we're opening up the third eye. And here at Precious Therapies, of course, I have some of those in stock as well. But the lapis, the amethyst, any of those kind of crystals, and you can certainly just do it with a clear quartz for every one of your chakras. Just set the intentions every time you are doing that with your crystals. Healing energies. Okay, so any kind of healing energies, all kind of modalities out there. And, I know Reiki the best because I'm a Reiki master, but there's so many different kinds of practitioners out there, and there's all kinds of different things. And, going with what flows with you and your connections, that is a really, really helpful tool. In this picture too, they're in a yoga position. And so you see all the balancing. And as I did earlier, we did a balancing of those energies for you as well. And definitely movement, martial arts, those kind of things. Those chakras are going to balance really well from that as well. But this natural healing abilities are important for all of us nowadays. And to know that we're interconnected as well is a very, very big one. And that intuitions, those feelings and thoughts and stuff, and someone may present themselves one way and they've changed so much, or they are changing and they're growing. And it's uncomfortable lots. But just, that deep base feeling that you have, and that knowing that we should be following. Is that good for us? Is that not good for us? And sometimes right now, because we're in this transition and we're not sure, is because we're not in contact with those people or being able to touch them. And that's the biggest, truest, that we're humans. We're so all about touch. We're so all about contact. It's difficult at this time. So we're going to go with our intuitions. And we're going to really follow through with that basic in order to get us through this time, everyone, okay? Now we're going to work on our throat chakra. And I'll pull a couple cards for that for everyone. And I'll talk about that. Oh, okay. So, I've got 3 cards. Okay, for the 3 most important cards. Wow. Isn't this fun? Okay. So the throat, talking openly, communicating. I'm going to just, number 1, animals is popping out more to me. So talk to your animals when you're lonely. They may not understand English, but they do. They understand us. They may not be able to message us back in English, but you have that feeling, that intuition, that kind of like you almost hear them say, I know. Or you answer for them and you say, yeah, I know, Mom. Those kind of things, that's your interpretation of what your cat is actually saying to you or your animals are doing for you. It sounds bizarre. It sounds like, nah, Donna, you're kind of losing your stuff. No, that's your very first drop, of intuition. You're listening and you're following through with that first thought. That's them. And that's a communication. So right now at this time, to help us with our throats, to help us communicate, talk with our animals and really be talking with them and watching how they communicate with us so that we can transfer this over to other people as well around us. Now the environmentalist card, we all know right now, we all know about our environments, okay? We're all in a very cautious state. We want to stay cautious for a little while. We want to also be doing more things of nature, but make sure that we're staying socially distant from each other and being safe as well. Now, the environment, the fresh air, to really get out there, it's going to help us communicate. because it takes all that stuff that was so busy in your head and you're just not paying attention anymore to that. You're watching the natural rhythms, you're watching the sun rise and the sun set, you're being focused on more of the natural things, our environments. So in your environment and home, if it's uncomfortable, if it's static and you're just like again spinning your wheels and you're just not moving, take a step outside, reconnect with fresh air, reconnect with the birds outside and watch nature for just about half an hour. A nice half an hour walk in a safe place, sorry, nose is tickling. I keep on hearing Grandpa. It's for no idea why. I keep on hearing my husband's grandfather coming through, and I keep smelling raspberries these last few days, so he's really been very, very present. And I didn't have a very strong connection with my own paternal or maternal grandfather, but he was really a strong connection for a grandfather, so he keeps on, lots of fun things happening. Anyway, that's those intuitions again. So this environment, taking that time out and really connecting is really going to help you see what's really important. And as we stay safe and as we are safe in this time, remember to do those nurturing things like getting some fresh air, stretching, exercising, being more aware of what's going on around us. Not just what we're only dealing with, but reach out and do more work for others and be more present for others as well. And then there's options. There's always options in life. There's always a give or a take, or there's always the let go or the stay in, stay within, all of these different things. Look at all the details and, weigh out what is best for you at this time. Because we're such close proximity to each other, or maybe we don't know each other like we used to know each other. Maybe you want to get to know each other again, or maybe you're just like, nope, I've learned enough. And those kind of things, that's completely up to you. But look at all the options out there. Just always keeping yourself in flow and being kind as we're doing those things. That's for that throat. We're going to work on heart space now. This is pretty fun. And this is just on a whim. This is what I wanted to do today. Okay. Throat. Oh, I have one. Sorry, not for throat. For the heart is music. Music with depth and with soul for you. That kind of music. Lots of times, I'm not saying, music nowadays, because that's usually how it's a generational thing. But I want you to tap into maybe some really classical music and really soulful, something that really moves your heart. And it really shows you, that what is in your heart. I definitely love orchestras myself. And of course, listening to piano music, so many different kinds, but try not to have like a hard rock or, even poppy, but just listen to those classical things. Now, some people, it's actually really annoying to them. Classical music is really grating for them. Then go with, of course, the music, maybe a guitar strumming or maybe a piano, just go with what yours is mostly. But whatever is for you, I encourage you to go to some more higher vibrational music. When I say higher vibrational music, it usually is more of those classical pieces, and there's a large amount of notes and all of these different arrangements instead of the same constant steady beat or that same kind of droning. So listening to music is going to help balance our heart spaces out there. Okay, everybody? Good stuff. Okay, we're going to work on our solar plexus now to really kind of make us feel empowered or to help us empower others. Just, keeping that in mind. Oh, we have the children card. Now, children are full of laughter and giggles, and sometimes they're full of sadness and uncomfort too, or they're woesome. And just embracing those children too, if we can. And then with that, children, they have this this wonderment. They're filled with just enjoying things. They're in the moment. They're present. And so that's the big thing about what's coming up for this solar plexus, is just being present. And, that'll help us get back into that balance. This present moment, this present, not what happened in the past, not the words of the past, not what you've done onto each other or what you expect from each other. Just be in this presence, and that'll help you through in that solar plexus. Okay, everyone? Thank you. Now, I'm being encouraged to work on the navel. We'll pull some cards for that one and let them just talk. Oh, there's 2. Perfect. So in the navel, that nurturing, and how true is this? Counseling. I know this is for me a lot, but also if we can counsel or be a counselor for other people right now, we have to. We need to be helping each other on this one. And that's that nurturing center, that orange, that solar, or not solar plexus, the navel area. It's all about that, being loved and being held, and we can't hold each other. We can't be nurtured right that way. So let's talk to each other. Let's counsel each other. Be present for each other. And the Justice card. And this Justice card, I just see this big light being lit for everyone. It's like, this is really, with the counseling, it's really going to fix a lot of things. It's going to be bringing fairness into so many relationships. And learning how to nurture each other is a very, very important part. We've probably maybe even come to a standstill for some people in our lives. Friendships, that you just stop talking to each other. Well, I don't have anything to say to her. I don't have anything to say to him. I don't know. Why bother? I've done all this stuff. But here's the thing. Maybe there's something going on in their life that they're either too scared or too afraid, or maybe they feel that they've said it over and over and over and no one's listening anymore, or they're not sure how to say it anymore. Just listen to them and counsel them. Try, when we are counseling, doing it from a good source, and of course tapping in to healthy responses. Sometimes your stuff isn't healthy, so you need to go to a counselor, or they need to learn how to be counseling others again. And that justice, always staying true, always making sure that we're doing it from the right way, making sure we're doing it for the right reasons. And when we're counseling other people, it's not for us, it's actually for them. So we have to do it in fairness and make sure that it's for their well-being. So last but not least, of course, the root. And this is where we're feeling lots and lots and lots of panic. We're feeling lots of falling down, we're stumbling, because our finances, that's a major one. Or how we stand up in the world, or what we're doing in the world. What is our purpose? So artist card came up. Now through art and through expression, it really taps you in. But we are seeing so many more people that are sharing their artist side. People that, you're like, wow, they can sing. Oh my goodness. Wow. I never ever saw that in that person, because you only had a certain designation or certain role for them. And now those roles maybe aren't important anymore. And, maybe being a massage therapist isn't an important job for some people. At this time, we're not allowed because of the social distancing. But the thing is, maybe that is their art. So maybe what they can do instead is just do explanations on how it can make people feel better. Or maybe doing demonstrations of how to massage your shoulders yourself. Or different stretches, Making sure that maybe we're opening up new channels and being open-minded. If we're a personal trainer, maybe we can give some helpful tips. Maybe once a week having, hey, ask a personal trainer some questions, and having a Facebook Live feed, or maybe starting there's some new different platforms that, there's a Zoom, there's a whole bunch. I don't know all of those things, but I'm doing through YouTube, which is also reaching, I'm able to share this with my Access Television because we can share this file. So, opening yourself up, and that root is definitely the artist card. So being creative in the ways of your purpose is huge. And I've definitely been getting creative lately. So I just want to say thank you, everyone, for everyone out there watching, and how much I appreciate all of you. And even though I can't be socially hugging you, actually be touching you, and being nurtured by you in all of those ways, I'm finding new ways to accept the energies in. We're all learning, and hopefully I can share some of those things with you. And again, you can catch me on Facebook, and that's Above and Beyond /Donna Rurak or Precious Therapies, and you can always ask me questions. You can contact me with my cell phone number, so 306-620-2348. Now, right now, of course, with long distance, all those different things, taking respect in, if you're halfway across the world, then check into Facebook, into the free social medias and things like that. Of course, checking me out on YouTube, but I'm so glad that if you are seeing me on Access Television as well, because this is absolutely amazing that I can share all of this stuff with you. And I can't wait till I can be doing it from the regular camera, because I am really noticing what I really like about that camera and zooming in and having things all set. But hey, we're just going to make the best of every situation and every day. So keep balancing yourself, and remember those things to really keep in touch with yourself in this next little while as well. And so thank you everyone for watching. Take care, stay bright, shine bright, be as bright as you possibly can. Be compassionate, be kind, but also make sure that when you are being kind and compassionate, that you're checking in with yourself. Make sure you're being looked after too. So love and light, everyone. Take care.